Hi guys, and welcome back to Oak Style. My name's Oakley, and today I'll be showing you this fall makeup look. So let's get into the tutorial. This makeup look is going to be rustic and fall looking, and the first product I'll be using is the Fenty True Matte Primer, and I usually use 3 pumps. Rub that all over your face. Next step I do is I use the Pure Concealer and Primer for my rosacea. If you don't have rosacea, then don't worry about this step. I'll put it right here because that's where most of my rosacea is, underneath my cheeks. Next step, I use the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation in Light Sand. I'm going to squeeze just a little bit out on my finger. About like that. And I get my beauty blender out. And I just take my other finger and dab little dots on my face. This is foundation. I've used this foundation for years. This is one of the first foundations I ever bought. Very nice and full coverage. You want to make sure you get down your neck too when you're doing this. I love Tarte products. They're about my favorite makeup brand. Most of my makeup is Tarte that I use. Make sure that's all good and rubbed in. Sometimes my rosacea is more potent than other days, so I normally put just a little bit more down here at the bottom, underneath my cheeks. Next thing I like to use is the Kim Kardashian West contour stick. I like to put it right underneath my cheekbones and right here on each side of my nose and right on the tip of my nose, just to make sure your nose looks smaller. And I like to put it up here on my forehead a little bit. I just normally rub that in with my fingers. So you get it nice and rubbed in. I use my concealer stick and I put this right underneath my eyes. A nice little triangle. And rub that in with my fingers. That highlights underneath your eyes, brightens them up. And I like to go in with powder and set everything. I use the Fenty lavender powder. put a light dusting all over my face. And I always bake a little bit. I bake on the bottom parts, underneath my cheeks, on my chin. This is a technique that I learned from Jaclyn Hill here on YouTube. And underneath my eyes. The set our concealer. And if you watch my favorites video, I talked about this Roxy Revolution palette. Well, today I'll be showing you a look using this. Before I start doing my eyeshadow, I want to prime my eyes with the LORAC Behind the Scenes Primer, Eye Primer. I want to rub that in really good, make sure everything's covered. The first color will be the Firework. Taking that right on the lid. And then we want to take a little bit lighter color, and I like to use the Sin from the Urban Decay palette, their first palette that they got, the first Urban Decay palette. It's actually discontinued. I actually got a little, just the Sin one eyeshadow from there. And I like to put it right here in the crease section. Kind of brighten it up, give it more of a bronzy effect. Next shade I'll be using is the shade Pumpkin. In the Roxy Revolution palette. And sometimes you think your eyeshadow at the bottom, we just put on the Firework. If it's not as intense as you would like it, you can always go back in and kind of intensify it a little bit more. Then I like to get a crease brush and go in with the shade Boo in this palette and kind of lighten everything up so it's not so harsh. Lines, blend everything together. I also like to take the LORAC matte palette and use the shade Basic and Liner. Bare and Liner. I like to take Bare and go in the middle of the crease. Make sure it's nice and smooth all the shades, and kind of lighten it up a little bit. Any fallout that we're having, I can sweep it away because I've got my bake still on. So don't worry about any fallout that you may have. Now I'm going to sweep my bake away underneath my cheeks. And all the products that I talked to you guys about today will be in the description box down below. Sweep away everything underneath your eyes. And the eyeliner I like to use is the Avon eyeliner in black. I normally don't like to do a wing, so I just kind of line my eye. The mascara I like to use is the Hourglass mascara. This mascara does not budge. It's nice and smooth. Doesn't make your eyelashes stick together. Next step I like to do is I like to use the Benefit Gimme Brow and to tint my eyebrows a little bit. I use the shade 3. Next, another thing I've heard about on Jacqueline Hill's channel is the Cheerleader palette from Benefit. Shades I'll be using in here is the Gold Rush blush and the Cookie highlighter. I'm going to take Cookie. That on my cheekbones. Down my nose. Then before I put my lipstick on, I'm going to go underneath my eyes and all around my eyeshadow and just kind of make sure it's not out around the edges and go underneath my neck so I make sure that there's no foundation underneath my neck that's not blended. And today, the lipstick I'll be using is the Kylie Cosmetics, the Candy K shade. Now I also like to use this clear gloss. I actually got this at Bath & Body Works. And I always like to do that, especially when it's a matte lipstick. Oh, it doesn't kind of so drying on your lips, and it makes it look more glossy. Even on glossy lipsticks, I use this. That's all I have for you guys today, so don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And I'm also on Instagram, so don't forget to follow me on there at Oakley Beater. Bye guys!